Yeah. Every single time. Checking it out. Come on. Just checking in, making sure that we're right on here first. People are starting to log in. People are starting to check on in what's going on here. Oh, it looks like we are live and direct. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Happy Sunday to everybody out there. This is being live streamed right here on Swissbeatbox YouTube channel. Your boy Scott Jackson. I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1 and 3. And this is Beyond the Beats right here live and direct Swissbeatbox podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have been staying safe, sound, happy, all those good things. Excited, very excited. In the Swissbeatbox world, before we start the show, I hope you guys have been tuning in because the SBX Kickback Battle has officially been kicked off. The top 8 have been selected, and there are about to be some crazy battles going on. We have our judges selected as well. I believe it's Tom Thumb, Napalm, and Alexinho. So you got top-ranked judges going on, and some of the best beatboxers from around the world that give you guys live entertainment. And I know people are at home having time to go and watch it. So once again, make sure that you guys stick around and check out for those SBX kickback battles going down. But this is Beyond the Beats. We're going to get into it right here live and direct. So I'd like to introduce, we are at episode 38, first of all. And this week's guest, hailing from Brazil, we have Mr. Eduardo Almeida, a.k.a. Dudu, a.k.a. Edu, a.k.a. Dudozinho, reppin' for Cattle Kings, reppin' for Nuns, reppin' for, let me see, what else? What else is there? Reppin' for, you were in a few different things here. Pitch Please and Acapulli. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Brazilian champ. Give it up for DUDZ.
Yo. Very, very happy to be here, bro. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be here.
It's a good. I love seeing your face. I'm happy to see your face, and I'm happy to have you up, man. It's gonna be a fun one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, man. And how are you feeling? You're all good? You all happy? You all excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Like 2021 started very, very intense for me. So beatbox wise, so a lot of new stuff. Like the Kickback Battle, like this podcast. So I'm very, very excited for this year.
Yeah, you've been smashing it. 2020, you've obviously smashed it too. There's a lot to talk about what happened in 2020. And you've already kicked it off. You've already put out a video with your tag team already on your YouTube. So you're starting out and you've been putting out content. So man, I'm looking forward to seeing what else you have in your sleeve for the battles and see. I don't know, man, you've been crushing it this year, so it's very exciting to go and see what 2021 holds in store for you.
Yeah, me too. For sure, I have a lot of things for this year, and my objective is to improve even more.
Well, that is always an objective. Always trying to go to the next level and keep on improving. So let's get into it, though, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, episode 38, right here live and direct. SBX coming at you Beyond the Beats with the homie DUDZ. And if you guys have questions, put them in the chat. We got the big homie Hydeville. Big shout outs to Ilya running this live stream right here. He'll be going through and checking out all the different comments and picking out some of the best questions from you guys live and direct right now to go and ask DUDZ at the end of the show. So sit back, relax, chill out with us. And yeah, if you guys have some questions, let us know. And you got seemingly right now, I'm reading some of these comments. You got some people that are saying they're from Brazil, looking forward to this.
Sick,
got a bunch of hard eyes saying, "Oh, is this?" I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, but Victor. I'll just go with your last name. Victor gave DUDZ and a bunch of hard eyes, so they're excited. They're excited.
Yeah.
They're excited. And big shout outs to who is this? Hugo. He said, "Shout out, please." So there you go. We'll start the show like that, ladies and gentlemen. Coming at you live and direct, Beyond the Beats with DUDZ, right here. And every single time, shout out to MB14 for the crazy intro song. I love it every time. It puts me in a good mood.
Good.
I usually like to start these things off, try to find a quote. And when you were doing your wrap-up of 2020, I like this because you did a wrap up and you were talking about how you got featured in Inky's Swipe game on Instagram, the filter, and you got represented on beatboxers from around the world from Korea Beatbox Television. Big shouts to the Korean scene as well. But you said, I'm very happy to be writing down my name in the beatbox history, even though our community is small, that a lot of people don't even know necessarily about beatbox, what it is. To have my name in there really makes me happy.
Yeah, bro. It's like an honor to be featured. This last year was really, really sick. And this Instagram filter is just an example of it.
Yeah, it was one of those things. Just it was interesting to see, and it's nice to go and hear people knowing your beats and being like, oh, here, let me go and practice it or try it and show, and you get to see how many people know it. So it's definitely again a good one to go and get into, and you've been crushing it, man. So from what I can see, when you first started out, you were watching Popol videos and then you heard some beatboxing. Could you kind of describe what really turned you on to beatboxing, and what was it about it that made you want to practice it?
Yeah, so at the beginning is a funny story because I kind of was apart from the community for a lot of years. Like I started beatboxing back in 2007 or 2008 when I saw Pupu's video, and I was obsessed with it. Like I was trying to do every time, and me and my friends actually. But I noticed that I could do it better than my friends. So I continued to do it. They were kind of encouraging me, but it was just like I was just playing with it because I didn't know there was a community. There were battles or anything like that. So I kept kind of stuck in the same level for years and years. And just in 2015, I discovered that there was a community, and then I started to first I realized how bad I was. and, and how I needed to practice a lot more to get in the level of battles. And I started that when I met another beatboxers. So I was excluded from the beatbox world. Then when I met one beatboxer, it kind of opened the doors for the beatbox community. And then I started to know what beatbox really is and how the community organized things.
Who was that beatbox that you first met? Was it online or in real life?
It was in real life. I was not very present in the online scene until last year or 2019. Actually, it was in the university a cappella group. There was two beatboxers, me and the others called Math, who is a huge beatboxer now here in Brazil too. And we kind of helped each other. Like I knew some things, he knew other things, and then we kind of complemented each other and started to learn more about beatboxing.
Yes, I found it interesting that like the first video I ever saw of you was when you were doing it at a talent show in 2009, and you got long hair and you were doing it at your high school. Crazy video. People can find it. People can find it. It's out there.
That was a time that is pure originality, because I didn't know anything about beatboxing, so I was not copying anyone for sure, because I didn't know there were another beatboxers, but it was a very, very low level. And
no, it was even at that point though. Even at that point, you had musicality, man. You were going, you were actually trying. You didn't have your mic technique though was interesting. You were like this to the microphone.
I didn't know at all how to hold the mic. I didn't know. I was like, why is there this stand? How do I do it? I don't know. I've never used a microphone before that presentation. It was like a talent show in a church I used to go when I was younger. And the hair, I used to have that hair before university, because here in Brazil, when you got approved or selected in the university, it's like a tradition to shave your head. So after that, I kept the more short hair, and now I'm having issues on having hair.
Oh well, you got to get some recommendations from people, though. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So you were beatboxing in 2007, practicing off of the few videos, mostly Popol, that you saw, and fast forward, you do the talent show, and again, no real technique when it comes to mic technique. But when did you start getting involved with a cappella, and what got you introduced to that? Because that was your bridge over to meeting other beatboxers.
Yes, yes.
It was
So
acapella. Acapella was your
yeah,
first group.
acapella, acapella. Actually, like as a lot of people was watching pentatonics videos, so that's how I got to know a cappella. And there wasn't any a cappella group in my university, but when I was in my second year, they were planning on creating one. And then I asked them, "Do you have some spots for beatboxers?" And the guy said, "I don't know anything about beatbox, but for sure you could help us." And then I went there and did my tricks like, since they didn't know anything about beatboxing, I said, those are the sounds I can do. So see if I can fit in your group. And then I did like a list of sounds, and they, well, that's pretty good. I can't give a score to it because I don't know anything about beatboxing, but that's pretty good for us. And then I started alongside with Matt.
That's cool though, to go in there and actually meet another beatboxer to be able to go and expand it. Now, before we go and continue, this is something that happens every single week, and I'm changing up the format, and I've done this now, and this will be my second week in a row because people are asking. So people are asking. I want to go and start this off with a bang. Do you mind dropping a little beatbox freestyle right now? Because everyone keeps on asking for beatbox right off the start. Before we continue getting back into your story, they got the intro. We'll do just if you'd be so kind. People are asking.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, beyond the beats, Dud's gonna jump in. Beatboxing, come on.
So do you want
doing the one?
Do you want a routine or do you want a freestyle?
I'm a big fan of a lot of the things you've done. One of the ones that stuck out to me was Stevie Wonder. I don't know why that one just hit me so much when you were singing in the background. That was really dope. So do whatever you want though.
Okay.
Honestly, people want to hear you. They'll list off every single one of them. So let's get into it. One more time. Duds, I say 3, y'all say 2 and the 1. Starting off beyond the beats correctly in 3.
Isn't she lovely? And isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute old. Isn't she isn't she lovely, made from love? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Coming correct, ladies and gentlemen. Right off the hop. Let's go.
Sick.
That was yeah, that made me very happy to hear. Okay. Back to the interview. Let's go. Get my face hurts. I'm smiling so hard. So you go you're in the acapella group. You started doing stuff with them in 2014, I see as well. You did a contest. You did a Calvin Harris song with 2 other singers, and it was a contest to go and get tickets for something.
Yeah, that was to get free tickets to a university party. And they had this contest that you needed to do a cover of 5 options of songs.
Yeah.
And then I called some friends that were singers in the group, and we tried it, but we got second place. But it was like a contest of how many friends do you have, because it's just not likes.
Yeah, but I thought it was interesting though, again, to go and see it, that just the starting of you working with musicians, other singers, and getting that ball rolling. And then 2015, you get into Manchester University and you head over to the UK. Now, when you went there, I see that right off the start there, you start working with Pitch Please, I believe was the name there. And it was super cool because I don't know if you've had Beatbox Battle before then, but I saw you battle a guy named Ash at the University of Manchester a cappella. They had a night, like 2 or something like that. So they had you guys go back and forth in a little battle. Was that the first time you ever battled on stage with somebody?
Yeah, like I think we can say that because when I went to Manchester, it was like a study abroad program from my university, and you get to study 1 year abroad, and I got selected to Manchester, and I saw they had an a cappella group there, so I did the auditions and got selected, and actually there were only 2 beatboxers in 4 different groups. So we were beatboxers for 2 groups simultaneously, and they did this like a small pocket show in the middle of some groups presentations, and I got to battle Ash. And I think it was actually my first battle ever, because maybe I did the UK champs before, but it was not a battle. I just did the eliminations.
Yeah, you made the 2015 top 32 when you put the video in, which is super crazy because you came over from Brazil to go and study, and you get into the UK. So, again, two things. When you got into the UK champs for the top 32 to do an elimination, how was it for you to go into a scene where you'd only seen so many beatboxers, but then you go to the UK, which is a powerhouse and so many legendary names from the UK? How was it for you to go and be on stage there and meet all these beatboxers in person?
Yeah, so what I did was that before I went to Manchester, I just Googled UK beatbox competitions, and then I found the UK beatbox champs, and I thought, why not send in a wild card? And I sent it and got selected, and it was mind blowing for me. Like, wow, like I'm just beginning in this, and I got qualified. But it was a very important turning point to see how my level was very, very far from the people that were battling there. And it was a very, very nice opportunity to see real big names, because as I told you, I was just starting to know the community because I was apart from it. And just in 2014, I started to follow it. And I didn't even know many names. Like I knew Rips One and Ballsy that were there judging, and I was like very, very excited about it. But I was very, very nervous. It was my first time in a very good quality sound system, so I didn't even know how to hold the mic properly. So I got a lot of experience from that battle, and it was good just to watch it and to learn how the beatboxers behave in competitions.
And then who did you see there that again, when you come from Brazil to go to the UK, I'm assuming you don't know anybody that went there really to the actual UK champs in person, right? So was there anybody there that you got the opportunity to talk with and maybe trade beats back and forth and introduce yourself to?
Actually, I talked to some of them, but I really don't remember their names. But I didn't get to talk to any very famous beatboxer. Like I saw D-Lo there, I saw Contrix, ABH, I saw all of them. But I got to talk to Hobbit one day before the competition. Yeah, he's a very, very cool guy. He was talking to me that he liked my wild card, and he's a very, very nice guy.
Yeah, I love Hobbs. He's currently also go check out Hobbit too if you guys. He's doing currently, I think, 30 days of beatboxing in a row. So he's got all sorts of videos that he's been putting out. So big shouts to Hobbs every time. Boom! After you go and you work with Pitch Please in the UK, you head back home the following year. And this is where you start getting into the Brazilian scene and you start learning about, I believe it's called, what is it? The Beat Fellas, which is the national beatbox group and production guys in Brazil. And they do all sorts of different battles. I see that you, the Beat Game was one of the first battles I saw that you got involved with in Brazil. And then they did a line of you battled a guy, Bruna Marcial.
Yeah. She's a beatboxer
Oh,
here.
she.
Yeah,
Excuse
yeah.
me.
And the beat game competition was held by another group here, but actually nowadays the strongest one is Beat Fellas actually.
Oh, I must have misread that when I was reading it sometimes. But anyways, sorry. So you get into that, and the beat game was a multi level. It wasn't just one event. They had like 3 events or something like this in a row.
Yeah.
So when you start going in there and you start meeting other Brazilian beatboxers, what was that experience like? And were there people that lived close to where you lived, or people that you could stay in contact with easier than people in the UK, obviously?
Yeah, so Beat Fellas do a very nice thing, like gathering the beatboxers uh, once a month. Like we have a battle on the. It's like a cultural center. It's like a place here in São Paulo where people go to dance, to sing, or to study, and we have our beatbox battle there. And it's a very nice place to gather with other beatboxers because it's in São Paulo center. So it's easy for everyone from all the different parts of São Paulo, which is a huge city, to gather and beatbox.
And then I see that too. There's there's so many, not just that battle, but there's like the Glass Beatbox Battle, Beatmasters. They had a
Yeah,
league that they started running. And then 2018 was the first Brazilian champs as well, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken.
They have different categories of battles. So they have like street battles where the audience vote. There are no judges at all, so it's kind of a showman battle.
Mm.
And that comes from the rap battles because we have the rap battles in front of a metro station here in Sao Paulo. It's a very popular one. Some famous rap singers nowadays came from those battles, and they try to do the same thing with beatbox. So there is this kind of battle. Then there is the glass battle where we do, which we do in the cultural center, and those mostly the audience is made from beatboxers. So they also vote, like the audience vote, but it's an audience formed from beatboxers, not mainstream audience. And then they started to do in the Liga do Beach. It's like a bit league, and it's kind of a mixed battle where they have some judges, but one vote is from the audience. So they have this mixed category. So you need to have good beatbox fundamentals, but also be a good performer. And then in 2018, they started the Brazilian Beatbox Championships, which is only made the jury is only made of beatboxers. So
And the very first time that you jumped in there, you did well when you got into the finals, losing to LK, who ended up being a tag team partner of yours for the cattle.
yeah, that was sick because everyone was very hyped. It was the first time like people from different parts of Brazil was gathering here in São Paulo for a competition. So everyone was very happy and very happy for Pappuni to be here. So the environment there was fantastic, and there were some legendary names there battling. And I was not one of the favorites, but I got really far, and it was a very good result for me. Like LK has been in a great level in the scene for years, and I was just a newcomer trying to battle there, and I got to the final. So it was very sick experience.
Yeah, going to the finals is definitely something that you're going to be proud of, for sure. Right off bat, and then again, 2018. After that first Brazilian champs, did that kind of lock you in to set your sights on eventually, becoming the champ and set you as a goal?
Yeah, like I from that battle I got mixed feelings because everyone was talking to me that my beatbox was lacking some stuffs, and I was inside me thinking that I should keep with my style. So that was just two sides clashing inside my mind. But I've realized in that battle that with my style, it's really hard to win battles. So I need to adapt myself to have more chances in battle, but not leaving what I want to express in my art form. So this was the things that were in my head at that time.
You addressed this later on in a video where you gave 10 points on how to become on musical beatboxers, and I thought that was that video was very well done, by the way, and the tips that you give really I don't know, I think people could learn from it a lot. And you kind of said that, again, just being a musical beatboxer is very hard for your style to translate to getting actual wins on stage, because you broke it down saying that it took intensity, technicality, and musicality in that order for judges. That's mostly what they look for, in your opinion, in a beatbox scene to go and win battles. There are some exceptions, obviously, that can go and break that mold. But how did you adapt your style after that loss and having that, I guess, constructive criticism of your style and your self-realization of being like, maybe I need to try something different? Were there things that you worked on specifically coming out of that battle?
Yeah, so I think things are changing right now. So maybe that video is getting outdated, but I still kind of agree with that. That in a battle scenario, intensity always will win against musicality, and I think that what I made is to have a decision that I will still keep with the things that I can highlight in the community. So, okay, I will not add to my style things that the mainstream beatbox community wants, but I'm not very good at it. I will just add things that I can highlight. So I'm going to learn some special sounds and really master it, so I can highlight and add this to my style, to my beatbox style. So that was the path I tried to do in my beatboxing. So also, besides that, I pushed my musicality to the limits. Like if you want to beat intensity or technicality in a battle, you need to push your musicality to very, very, very high level, so the judges can feel that, well, in this aspect he's very, very good, and the other guy was just good in all things. So this can be a difference in battles. Those two things are the main things I did to my style that I think pushed me to a higher level.
Well, you definitely continued on getting more successful in 2019. You do wild cards for all sorts of things, world champs. You do for the Beatbox Top Championships, the GBB, and in 2019, I see again you get Brazilian champs come around. This time you get top 4, and you lose once again to the champion, who ended up winning Poison. So 2 years in a row losing to somebody who ends up going to the championship is definitely a huge mark, and just puts you in that top running in Brazil specifically. I was going to say the Brazil scene before I continue on with some other questions I have about where you've gone with it. What do you think of where the Brazil scene, when you jumped into it in 2016 to where it is now? What have you seen in the Brazilian scene that has been like super positive, and what do you think still needs to be improved, or there's room for improvement in the Brazilian scene?
Yeah, so when I started battling here in Brazil, I felt that our beatbox scene was made of old school beatboxers that were not following the beatbox trends, and maybe they were starting to become outdated. And now I think that we have a new school beatboxers here that are following very, very good what the trends in beatboxing are changing. And from last year, I think we have a lot of beatboxers with international level. But as you can see, the scene here is very, very young, because we only had 3 national championships. And before that, there wasn't a very well organized community here. So we are kind of a baby yet. So maybe in the next 5 years, we're going to see huge names coming from Brazil, because it's a huge country. So the probabilities of having very good beatboxers here is very, very high. So I think people just need to know what beatboxing is, maybe with more teaching workshops or more videos, I don't know, or maybe beatboxers going to the TV or things like that.
Is that something that you in Brazil right now? What do you think the general public views beatboxing as, and do you think it's known in Brazil?
So most people don't even know what beatbox is. Most people. I'd say like maybe 60-70%. But we have one beatboxer here that is very, very famous, but not in the beatbox community. He's famous on TV, like he's an artist. And he does some tours with a rap singer here. And normally when people think of beatbox here in Brazil, they think about that guy, who is Fernandinho. Yeah, and he was one of the judges in the Brazilian champs, along with Pappuni in 2018, for example. And he has a huge experience in as a showman. So when people think about beatboxing, they think about him. And his style of beatboxing is really sick, and it's very, very old school. So when people think about beatbox here, if they know it, they will think about Fernandinho. And most people would think about that.
Yeah, I think I know the guy you're talking about too. I think he went to a world champs, didn't he?
I don't think so. There was another Brazilian that went back in 2012 or 2015. I don't remember. He went there when it was open. Anyone could participate. He went there, but it was not Fernandinho.
Sorry, then I gotta go and look at it. I'm gonna look that guy up. I'm gonna see. I'll send you a message later.
Sick. Yeah, he's sick.
I'm picturing this video with a guy with like he's wearing all white and he's got like a long. Anyways, I gotta go and check that. So you continue on. 2019 shows your first ever SBX shoutout as well, with over 330,000 views on it. What did it mean for you to get on SBX and get a shoutout video?
It was an honor for me. It's like an achievement in any beatboxer dreams. So it was really honored to be featured in Swissbeatbox. Actually, it was my second time recording it, because I recorded a shout out on 2018, but I don't know what happened, but Pappuni lost the record. And then there was only the shout out. Yeah, there was only LK shout out and BL, who was the below 15 years old class champion.
Yeah.
So then in the 2019, I asked Pappuni, what happened with my shout out? And he said, oh, it wasn't posted. And no, it wasn't posted. So, okay, let's record another one. So that's how I got to record that shout out.
And you go on to, again, 2020 is where stuff, you've been crushing it. Last year, you just crushed it with being in Grand Beatbox Battle, World League Online, getting on to the World Champs Online, getting, you face guys where you beat River, which is crazy.
Yeah,
You battled Napalm, which is crazy. You got to go and qualify for the SBX camp. Obviously, it unfortunately got postponed because of things, but you qualified for that. You won a beatbox battle that was organized by Vibe as well, a Brazilian battle.
Yeah.
You started, again, just 2020 was a thing that really, your name has been just buzzing all around because you've been so involved in putting in the work. And what does it mean, just in your opinion? Can you break down 2020 and some of the major events that happened and the reaction that you've been able to get from it, from yourself, and what are your plans for 2021?
Yeah, so I think everything started when D-Lo reacted to my wildcard in 2018, the end of 2018. Then I got a lot of followers, a lot of views in that video. Then the Swissbeatbox shout out like close to Christmas. But then in the beginning of the year, I got qualified to D-Low battle. It was BBXR battle, and there was 10 beatboxers, and I think that 10 beatboxers selected was kind of a prediction of what the beatboxers would highlight in that year in the online scene, because you had names like Zero, Untilt, Wally, Apples, so Ping Pong Po, so a lot of sick beatboxers. And that 2020 was a perfect year for me in beatboxing. Like the world was having the worst year ever, and I was having my best year ever in beatboxing, because I wouldn't even dream about that, because I always try to do my stuff like I try to see if I'm evolving by sending wildcards. So I always send wildcards to see my level. So if I'm selected, I'm in a good path. If I'm not selected, I need to work harder. And I got selected to a lot of stuffs, and that kind of showed me that I was in a correct path, that I could follow it and improve it. So that's what I'm trying to do now. But 2020 was a fantastic year for me.
Favorite moment, 2020?
I think the favorite moment was, I think, was winning the Brazilian champs, because it means a lot to me. Yeah, it means a lot to me to win that, because I was really close 2 times, and it's good to have that title in your country. But almost with that is when I won against River, because I was not expecting it at all, and that was a very, very nice moment too.
Yeah, River all year crushed it, and I think you were the only. It was you and Vokoda were the only people that he lost to. So that pretty much, like I might be wrong, but I think that's what I've seen. And again, crazy. And I think that too. You brought up the BBR or BBXR division battle, and I thought that was really interesting to the way it was set up, because you said 10 different beatboxers doing 3 rounds of piece each, which means you need 27 rounds, which is such a large amount of material. Now, preparing for a battle like that, how do you prepare so many rounds, 27 rounds, going into that? I see that, again, you can see it on your YouTube channel, where you have 70 plus videos of your work, and you started releasing videos with Paradise was your first one that you said. I like the way this was like foretelling, is your first composition that you put out. You didn't say just my beatbox video. So this is my first composition that I'm putting in.
Yeah.
So to think about that and have that forethought of putting composed pieces into this battle, how do you come up with such a vast sum of beatbox routines, first of all, and what goes into each routine when you think of, like, what is your process in building a routine?
Yeah, so for that competition, I started listing all my routines, because I think in between the years of 2000, I think at the beginning of 2018, I was like a machine creating lots and lots and lots of routines. So I have a lot of beats from that time. Then I listed all of them and ranked all of them, like which score do I give to each routine I have. Then I organized them thinking about the opponents. That was what I made. So I got to gather like 26 routines, good routines for battle, I think. And I needed to compose one more in the middle of the battle, because it was a lot of weekends. So you got time to compose a new one. And it was really, really important to me, because I got to test all my routines. So let's see if those old routines have an international level or not. So after that battle, I got a very good understanding of what beats I could use in battles, which one are more weak, or which one I could use when I have a really hard battle, or for showcasing or elimination rounds. So that battle, I got a lot of experience from that battle because of that. And the second question was about composing.
Yeah, what goes into composing of routines for you?
Yeah, so actually, for me, it's kind of natural to create melodies. So I can't. I can't have a recipe and tell you step by step how I do it. It's like sometimes I'm freestyling and then I create this routine, this melody, and then I started to, well, is it good? Then I do it again and again, and then I record it. I record it on my phone and label it to remember it later. So I label like a melody I did in the car on Wednesday, and then I have like a database of a lot of ideas. And then when I started listening to all of them, I see that some of them are complemental. Like I could add one to other and do a transition between them. And normally that's how I make routines. I just have a bunch of ideas and I try to connect them. So basically, those are the steps. But to composing the melodies, it's kind of natural. Like I'm freestyling, and then the melody just come to me.
I really like the way that you broke it down, where you said it like avoiding monotony as in your tune, that I am the man. But you had excuse me, you just like going back to that video where you said tips on beatbox musicality and understanding, you know, thirds and fifths, and understanding the idea of sound combinations and avoiding having voids in beatbox or in it. I thought that was really interesting because you could go and hum a tune, and then you would say the next level is to go and add in non-vocalized sounds. Then the next thing is to go in and just continue on that path. And I thought that was interesting the way you broke that down. And I thought that that was something that you would do once you have a bass routine. Would you go through and kind of do that same process of breaking it down and seeing where else can I add something to or change and improve?
Yeah, sure. Because I think what a lot of people that are not a musical beatboxer, like by essence, naturally, if a beatboxer is not musical and they are trying to add musicality to their beats, normally they get a bit monotonous because they're just singing something in the same melody and don't making any variations of it. So if you listen to it repetitively, you're gonna get kind of sick of it. And that's what I mean by monotony. And of course, when I just create a melody, normally it's just humming, just voice, and then I started to think where I can put a vocal bass or where I can put the or, and then I start adding things. That's kind of how the natural process occurs to me.
And again, you have just so much. There's so much material you have. If you look back, I would say anybody watching this, go check out his YouTube channel because there's so many different routines, so many different pieces that you've put out over the years, and like again, 70 different pieces, and working with guitar people playing guitar and K beats as well. You worked with the lady beatboxer as well. It was just dope to see how much content you have out there. You know?
And there's an important thing. If you go to my old videos, you can see that I was a lot more monotonous there, a lot more repetitive. And this was a thing that I learned with the years. And it's not easy to learn it. Like you need to really practice it and really have an understanding of your routines to realize if it is monotonous or not. So that's a natural thing. You need practicing like learning a new sound.
And that's something too that you broke down the importance of being in tune. Now this is something that sometimes everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. It's fine to make mistakes, but it's something that's hard to listen to when someone's singing and then all of a sudden goes out of tune, but they just keep pushing through it because, you know, if it's in a battle live, you can make a mistake live, but with wild cards, the importance of being in tune. And you described it in that video, but can you go about your practicing to become musical? What is important about training with a piano specifically to you? And secondarily, you didn't have any musical training yourself. You like scales and stuff and that style that you've said before, I found in interviews. So how did you tune yourself and continue to get better at that idea without formally going into music school?
So for me, it is funny because it's natural. Like I learned after that I was doing like a third or a fifth. I used to do it without knowing that it was a music theory thing. And I realized that when I did the auditions to the a cappella group in my university, because one of the tests there was to follow the piano notes. And for me, this is obvious to follow the piano notes, but I didn't know that most people have difficulty in following the piano notes. So the advice of using a piano in your training is if you have this difficulty of understanding if you are in pitch or not. I believe that if you practice it enough, it will be natural to you. Like you're gonna know when you're out of tune or not. And like every sound, musicality needs to be practiced a lot. So you need to get your ears to be used to musicality. So you're gonna understand if you are out of tune or not. But if you have this difficulty, as I say in the video, like if you know someone that has a better understanding of music and can help you, maybe you can sing to them and they can tell you if you are out of tune or not, or just follow the piano. That's what we do in a cappella groups. Like we are singing all together, then we use the piano to see if we are still on the correct note when we sing all the song. Because normally you tend to go a bit down, like a half a note or something like that. But I haven't had any study on music theory. All I learned about it was in the a cappella group. But again, it's kind of natural to me. It's funny. I really don't know how to explain, but it's natural to me.
And can you give, in your opinion, people that are listening in that might be struggling with musicality, what is a very simple practice they can do at home with the piano on their app on their phone, or if they have a real actual piano? What's a very simple routine to go and practice to go and improve musicality?
So I think it is important to understand which notes harmonize with themselves. So a good exercise is to try thirds and fifths. So or something like that. And you can try with different fundamental notes. So you can start and if you get it correctly every time, you're doing good, and you can do it with the piano. So just start with any note you are comfortable singing, and then play 2 notes to the right and 5 notes to the right, 2 notes and 4 notes to the right, and you are gonna practice a bit understanding what thirds and fifths are. So if you have this in mind when you are composing your songs, you're gonna go to melodies that use that, and that will be refreshing for the ears to listen to, because the notes harmonize themselves.
And do you currently still I obviously I know you practice, but I'm saying, do you still work with the piano yourself and keep that practice up to try to further your range vocally?
I don't use the piano anymore. Like I don't think I need it right now, so I don't use it. But when I'm composing, like I'm always checking the combinations of notes. Sometimes it is important to record yourself and then listen to it, because sometimes what you're hearing inside your head is different from what the recording shows you. So it is important to check that to be in tune always.
Yeah, it's again, it's something hard to go and hear yourself and be like, a lot of people have that when they record themselves and they say, I don't sound like that. And they listen to it back. You're like, whoa, wait a second, that's how I sound?
Because it's really common to think you are in tune, but you are missing like half a tone. So you are really close to the correct, but when you're listening to it, you can feel that there's something wrong. And probably there's it. So, okay, there's something wrong. Let me play on the piano and see if I'm hitting the right notes. So that's my advice for people that are struggling with the right tune. And then if you practice enough, like as any sound, like if you practice for months, years, it's going to be automatic, like it is to me right now. So I don't need the piano anymore. It is a natural step.
Well, you can hear that too. And as you said before, from me watching through videos and seeing where you started out and your improvement, and now where you are, it's incredible and takes a lot of hard work. And a question that people ask usually, but I'll ask it to you specifically. In a week, do you have a number? What is your routine like for practice? What do you set aside time, or is beatboxing just a habitual thing that you do all the time? Or do you actually sit down and be like, no, I'm going to spend these hours to go and practice a certain way currently?
I actually do all the time, unless if I'm really close to a battle. Then I like set sometimes to practice the routines over and over again until they are natural. Because I think when you are in a competition, the routine needs to be automatic to you, so you can focus on other stuff like how is your behavior on the stage, how you're gonna perform to the public, how you're gonna battle your opponent. So you can focus on a lot of things because the beatbox is automatic to you. So before battles, I usually have a schedule. It's not a very restrict schedule. It's just I get from work, I eat something, and then I start practicing. It's something like that, and it goes until I'm tired. But normally I'm beatboxing all the time. Normally in the car, in the bathroom, in the work, because people in my work support me a lot, so that's a good thing. So I'm beatboxing all the time in my work.
Where do you work? You work I saw you went to school for like chemical engineering or something like that.
Yeah, I work as a chemical engineer.
Jeez.
So in the office, every day I'm beatboxing, and everyone knows it. Everyone follows me, so there's a lot of support.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. That's good.
And before we get into the next section, I want to go and ask you to 2020 win the Brazilian championship. What was the reaction from friends and family? And do you hope that you get to go and are you going to go and try to defend that title again in 2021?
Like I was really happy. It was kind of a relief feeling because I was searching for it for so long. And it was a really tough battle to me because I think I got the most difficult path you could get in the competition. So my first battle was against the 2019 vice champion. So it was insane, and I was really happy. My family, my friends, all the Instagram followers, all the fans were really happy and supporting me. And I'm still not sure if I'm gonna battle in 2021. I'm gonna think a bit more about it. We have plenty of time because I think they're planning to do it in the second semester. So if coronavirus allows us, but I still haven't decided it yet.
What would push you towards battling again, and also what would make you not want to battle again?
So what pushes me to battle again is like to battle in a physical competition because okay, I won the title in 2020, but it was online battle. I like to think that we didn't lost this year, so all the competitions that happened, they're valid. Like we didn't have any GBB on 2020, so the valid one is the GBB online because we're just gonna. Did we have like GBB 18, 19, and 21? We had the GBB 20, but it was online, unfortunately, because of the situations. So maybe there is something in my head that tells me you should try to battle and win in a physical event. But at the same time, like I feel that I need to be more focused on international battles now. So that's what really makes me want to beatbox more than beatboxing here. Maybe here I could beatbox as a showcase or being a judge or something like that, helping the community here and helping some beatboxers to grow also. So those are the things that are going through my head right now, and I'll make a decision in the future. Let's see what happens.
And what battles do you have internationally in your sights for, let's say not just 2021, but in the future? What battles do you want to attend, and which ones are really sticking out for you to be like, I really need to be on that stage?
So I really liked the experience of online battles. So probably I'm gonna continue with that this year. There were some really sick online battles, and I think the 2020 created like a good environment for the online scene. and probably in the future it will complement the physical scene. Like how many sick beatboxers did we discover this year just because of the online scene? So I think it's a very important tool to find beatboxers that are hidden in faraway parts of the world. Like if you are anywhere, you could be in Africa, in Asia, here in Brazil, and you can beatbox with people from around the world without leaving your home. If you don't have any money, you can participate either way. But I think I would really like to participate in the Latin America Champs. They were planning to have it on November of 2019, but there was that huge manifestation in Chile. So they canceled it, and then coronavirus. But I think they're planning on doing something because they told me that I'm qualified to the next one since I was the Brazilian champion. So that is one thing I'm focusing in, and I think it would be a really sick tournament because a lot of sick beatboxers pop out in 2020 here in Latin America.
Yeah, the amount that I've been able to go and see from all over the world, you're right. 2020 was the year that the online scene got the shine they deserved, and been long waiting to get that acknowledgement. And the amount that I've learned, I say this in every podcast pretty much, but the amount I've learned of amazing beatboxers from around the world, and get where they got that opportunity, it's crazy. And specifically South American beatboxers, super crazy. There's so many that are just high level, and I think that yes, that battle is going to be something I would love to go and see. It'd be super dope.
Because I think like when people was watching battles before, the online scene get really very big. People was kind of watching the videos and seeing a thing that's really apart from them. Like, their level of beatboxing is so high, I can't see myself going there. And when you have online competitions, like anyone can participate. There are competitions for people that are beginning in beatbox. There are competitions, very high level competitions. There are all of kinds of battles you could participate. So that's the cool side about it.
And for people that are maybe thinking about jumping in and they're at home and have time, where do you still battle, and where do you recommend people to jump on for Discord servers or communities?
Yeah, so I think the most active one is Beatbox community. Like they have 3 battles each Saturday, and anyone can participate. Like they do 1 minute eliminations, and then they select the top 8 3 times a day. It doesn't matter the time zone you are, there will be a battle in a comfort time for you. So I battled a lot in Beatbox community this year, mainly on the qualifiers to the online world champs. And it was it is good to participate in these events because you grow so much when you battle online. You learn a lot of things, like how to battle, what I could do better. So we have a lot of space to practice before you go to a physical stage.
Yeah, you can. That's something else that's been resonating with me, is seeing that people that have put in so many battles online where they have 40 battles or something crazy, and all of a sudden when they show up to live events, they're just so practiced and they're in that battle mode, in that battle mindset. So it's
There's one thing you need to worry about it. That's the main difference between the online community and the physical one is your performance. So your how you behave in the stage, because when you're at home you can sit still, do your beatbox, relax it, and you can get a win. But if you do the same thing on a stage, then you could lose just because of your energy. So of course, when you go from the online to the physical scenario, you need to learn about it, and you learn by battling a lot. And that's the good point about here in Brazil. We have a lot of physical battles, used to have before the pandemic, and we're gonna get it back when the pandemic is over. You need to practice a lot, but for sure, online scene helped people to be more confident when they go to the physical scenario.
100%. And before I get into rapid fire questions, I gotta know, SBX kickback battle. Are you ready? Because I know that you did a battle, similar idea with a crook battle, I think it was called, where you were
Yeah,
sending videos in. You have the experience. Are you ready for this SBX battle? Are you
I'm
ready for the
very,
kickback
very
battle?
ready. Yeah, I'm very ready. Never been so ready.
Let's go. Tell me right now, who do you want to battle in SBX kickback? Who would you like to battle?
Oh, I. It would be an honor to battle Zeka because I really love his style. Since the I don't know, he was one of the first ones I really inspired me because of his musicality side. Like there is his shout out to Beatbox Television, I think it's called Stars Falling. It is a fantastic composition. It was one of the first routines, musical routines that I got interested in.
Zeka's the homie. Zeka's crushing it too. So the lineup is insane for SBX Kickback, man. I'm so excited to go and see it and make sure you guys check it out when it starts coming out, the actual battles. And right now, you guys are just getting your DPA microphones and setups delivered, so you can go and learn how to use them, learn the technicalities with it. And I'm excited to go and see what you create, man. I'm so excited to see what you go and create.
Let's see. To be sick.
But right now, it's time to get into
rapid fire. Rapid fire.
All right, rapid fire questions. I'm going to ask you a lot of questions in a row, and I don't want you to think too much about it. I just want you to give your answers off the top of your head. Ladies and gentlemen, coming at you live and direct, beyond the beats. This is
rapid fire
with DUDZ. Question number 1. Who is your favorite solo beatboxer currently?
Currently, I think Intut.
Who is your favorite tag team currently?
Oh, tag team. Spider Horse, always.
Who is your current favorite loop station artist?
Loop station, I think Biscuit.
Who is your current favorite crew?
Crew, Barry One, always.
Did you know there's another beatboxer in Portugal, not only named Eduardo, but also named DUDZ? Now.
Yeah, there's a beef there.
Now, would you want to be his tag team partner, or would you want to battle him for both names?
We could battle. Yeah, we could battle to decide.
Who is your dream tag team partner if you could choose anybody to be your tag team partner?
Ooh, I think Dilo.
What is the best Brazilian food?
Best Brazilian food is probably coxinha.
I'm gonna ask you after what that is.
Okay.
What is the best Brazilian drink?
Best caipirinha for sure.
Again, same thing. Who is your favorite F1 team?
F1 team. I think Mercedes.
Who is your favorite soccer club?
My favorite soccer club is Flamengo.
Who is your favorite NBA team?
My favorite NBA team. It used to be New York Knicks when I started it, but I think now it's Golden State.
Favorite UFC fighter?
Anderson Silva.
Favorite video game?
Favorite video game? The Last of Us from PS3.
And are you going to win the SBX kickback battle?
For sure. I'll try my best.
That was rapid fire with the big homie DUDZ right now, live and direct. So real quick, I ask this every single time. Could you tell me what was that food that you said? Best Brazilian food?
So it's coxinha. It's kind of chicken deep fried, and it has like a melted cheese on it. It's delicious. Yeah, it's delicious.
I like it. And what was the favorite drink?
The favorite drink is caipirinha. It's like a traditional drink here, where you use any fruit you want, sugar, and cachaça, which is a drink from a beverage from Brazil.
All right. Well, I might have to go investigate that. That sounds good.
That's good. That's good.
Next up, we have questions from
my friend Pappuni.
My friend Pappuni
has a few questions for you. All right.
My friend Pappuni.
All right.
First of all, he asks you, name a sound or technique you'd love to learn.
I would love to learn vibration bass. It's like a weak point for me. Any routines I listen that has vibration bass, I love it.
Okay.
My friend Pappuni
Wants to know, in your opinion, how did battling help you develop as a beatboxer?
It helped me to develop like my understanding of what I need to do in a battle, like my weak points, and kind of understand what I need to do to get better. So I think that's in the conclusion, it's like experience. It gives you a lot of experience.
Okay.
My friend Pappuni
has another question. He says he personally, this is a long one, kind of just a quote from
my friend Pappuni
says he personally has judged you a few times. He's been the judge, and the last one was the national champs where you won. So he wants to know, what other battles do you think he will judge you in?
Well, I think he will judge in the, I don't know if I decide to participate in the next Brazilian champs, maybe there, maybe in Latin America champs, for sure he will come. And it'd be an honor to meet him again.
I like it. Another question from
my friend Pappuni.
He wants to know, he says, name some of the great beatboxers, both old school and new school in Brazil, in your opinion.
Okay, so old school, we have LK, Squareface. Vibe comes from the old school, but now he's going to the new school also. I think those are the mainly ones. There is Maltari also, that is the founder of Beatfellas. And the new school ones, I would say Nendob, Warlet, and Pelito. And Mark too, yeah.
You guys got a stacked lineup, I will say.
My friend Pappuni
has another question for you. He says, do you think you will teach beatboxing one day, both online and in person?
I was thinking about it some time ago, but like I would need to make a decision on continuing to be an engineer or not. And I really like to be an engineer. So in the close future, like the near future, I'm not planning on do it, but who knows?
Fair enough. Engineer is a good job, man.
Yeah.
My friend
Pappuni
has another question. He says, do you think that the Portuguese language has an influence on your beatbox style? Has it impacted you in the way that you learned?
Well, I don't think so. Like we don't use very explosive sounds in Portuguese. So I don't think it helps like some languages from the Eastern Europe that has a lot of explosive sounds normally in their language. So I don't think Portuguese helps it.
Okay.
My friend Pappuni.
My friend Pappuni
wants to know which beatboxer would you like to collaborate with for future videos?
I'd like to collaborate with his. I really like what he does, like the remixes and stuff like that. He's very, very, very sick and a really complete beatboxer.
Yeah, I love his. Big shouts to this. And all the beatboxers in Korea too. You guys are crazy.
My friend Pappuni
wants to know as well. He wants you to know some of the ways he writes stuff to me makes me laugh. But he asks you, would you be open to do an SBX Artist Week where you can record an EP and a project for SBX and showcase your art?
For sure, that would be a dream. Like I always wanted to do, like I said before this interview, like a lot of people ask me to record my stuff on Spotify, and I really want to do it, but in a very good quality manner. So that would be perfect.
Well, maybe you guys keep on tuning in. See what happens. We'll go with one more.
My friend Pappuni
question. And this is one that he usually ends off on one of these. So this is him just saying, this is a message to you from
my friend Pappuni
and yours.
My friend Pappuni
wants you to know, personally, this is him talking. He says, personally, he loves Brazil so much. He wants me to tell you, Tamo, Juntos, Hermacino, Hermanocino.
Tamo junto, irmãozinho. Tamo junto, irmãozinho.
Well, that's what he would like me to tell you.
Yeah.
And he also says that he has mad love for the Brazilian style. He loves your style. He thinks your style is wonderful, beautiful, and a great contribution to our world of beatboxing. It is an honor to have you in the scene. And with you having such great influence right now, He thinks the beatboxers will be developing very well from it. And last but not least, he says big ups and good luck to all the things that you do. That was from
my friend Pappuni.
Thank you so much for Pappuni. He's a very nice guy. Yeah, he loved Brazil indeed. And I hope to see him again soon.
I believe you will, my friend. Now, we are going to go for questions from our audience. People that have been tuned in, thank you so much, very much. These are your questions. Ish. Coming at you live and direct with DUDZ. First question. Big shout outs again to Heidefield for taking these questions. Thank you very much for running the stream, brother. So, question is, when you started beatboxing and you noticed that you were good, I guess when they said that you were better than some of the people that were beatboxing at your school, that's a reference. What was your focus on improving when you started?
So, right in the beginning, I wasn't focused on anything. Like, it was just to show off in school. But then when I realized what I needed to do in 2018 against LK, I figured out that I needed to focus on my style and adding stuff to that, as I told, like special sounds and mainly structure to make it sound like a song and not sound like only like a beatbox routine. So those are the main things I focus on when I'm creating new stuff.
Another question from our audience. They want to know, what is your favorite routine currently from another beatboxer?
Hard question. I think it's Zeka, Smoke and Retribution. It's really sick. The wildcard to vocal total, it was really sick.
Yeah, Zeka's super crazy. I agree. Another question from our audience. They want to know, how does it feel to be the Brazilian representative on the beatbox community? And they said hashtag Salve de Brazil and hashtag DUDZ Carissa.
Well, I didn't understand the last one.
Hashtag DUDZ Kerka.
I don't know, but anyway, it's really sick to represent Brazil. Like, actually, I'm not very honored of representing the country Brazil, but the beatbox community. The beatbox community we have here. So it is sick to represent them, and I get a lot of love from the messages I get in Instagram, like people starting to practice more because of me, or they had my routine stuck in their head. So that's really positive feedback I get, and I'm really happy to represent it.
All right, I like that. Another question. Someone wants to know, where did the name DUDZ come from? How did you choose this name? I believe you said when you had that 2015 wildcard is when you really selected it to move forward. So
yeah.
Explain why you picked DUDZ and not with Dodo.
Yeah, so here in Brazil, my name has a lot of nicknames, like normal nicknames. So as you told in the beginning, like Eduardo can be Edu, Dudu, Du. There's a lot of variations.
Duduzinho.
Yeah, Duduzinho. And then I needed to select a stage name for the UK champs, and I didn't have any clue of what name I could use. Then I asked some friends, and they said, why don't you do DUDZ? Because it's sound a bit beatboxish. I liked it, and then I selected DUDZ. But then it comes to the thing you mentioned in the rapid questions, because there is actually another beatboxer in Portugal called DUDZ. And what did I do at that time? I selected DUDZ. I didn't know about him. Then I participated in the UK champs. When I came back to Brazil, I found out about him. But I saw that he was not in the community for the last 5 years. Then I thought, well, he may be stopped. I didn't select the name copying him. It was just a coincidence. But since he stopped, I could use it. But then, like last year or 2019, he came back and participated in the Portugal Beatbox Champs. And actually, MixFX made a group, me, MixFX, and him. and the title of the group was "Who's the Real Dudes?" And then I told all the story like, bro, I can't do anything. Like now it's too late to change my name. It was not a mean. I was not doing it on purpose. It was just a coincidence, and it is natural if you are a Portuguese language speaker to call Eduardo dudes. It's not very, very unfamiliar to say that. So yeah, I can't do anything, and he was a bit pissed about it. But I told him, who gets the first Swiss Beatbox shout out gets the name.
Oh no. Cold-blooded. And I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. I've been saying duds. It's dudes. My apologies.
Yeah,
brother.
that's one thing I don't understand. Like when you say dude, you don't say dud, you say dude, right? Like man, bro, dude.
Yeah, I say duds or dudes.
But why do you say duds if you say dude?
Well, because English is a silly language.
I never get it. Like it's so similar to dude. It's the same pronunciation.
So future reference, dudes.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get it from now on. My bad.
No worries.
Another question. They want to know, who is the hardest opponent of the Brazilian champs 2020 for you?
For sure, Nando, because he's a very complete beatboxer. Like he was the favorite to win because he have a spirit very good for battles. So his beatbox style is really, really good for battles because it's really powerful, full of basses, and he's really clean with a very high level technicality. But I got to win against him. I think he got a bit nervous and forgot some parts of his routine, and he did some freestyle in the middle. And I think that was the point that gave me an advantage.
Yeah, I look back. You guys are a good tag team too.
Yeah, so we think we complement each other very well. So I have what lacks on him, and he has what lacks on me. So when we combine it, it has a very good mixture.
100%. One last question from the audience. They want to say, in your opinion, do you have something that you're lacking in beatboxing?
So it depends on my goal on beatboxing. Like if my goal is to be a great battler, like I lack a lot of things. Like I lack on power, I lack on intensity, I lack on technicality. But if I'm trying to just make music like I want to do, I think I'm in a good way. But of course, I need to improve. Every beatboxers have room to improve, and I'll accomplish that by focusing even more on structure, focusing even more on musicality, and learning more sounds to add on my style.
I 100% agree with you. Ladies and gentlemen, dudes, right there, live and direct, your questions. And your bro says, oh, he's in the chat. Nando says he loves you too, brother.
Love you, bro. Love you.
And can you explain to me what does this mean? What is salve de Brazil? What does that mean?
Salve is like a shout out. Shout out to you is salve.
Maybe next time we do a live event, instead maybe I'll add that into my salve.
Yeah.
All right. I like that a lot.
It's like when you're just entering a room and you're going to compliment every other. You can say in English, you say "Yo, how you doing?" In Portuguese, you can say "Salve."
All right, I like that. I like that a lot. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you guys have been watching this entire time, we've been on live and direct. Where can people go and follow you? Because I know you're close on Instagram to almost 10,000. Let's go and make it happen. What's your Instagram for people to go and follow? Where can people go and follow you on Instagram?
So you can follow me on Instagram at DUDZ_beatbox. There I post a bit more of my life, not only beatbox stuff. It's good for people that wants to know about competitions, mainly in Brazil, because I share a lot of them. Like if you are interested, and you can talk to me. I try to answer everybody. So if you have any questions, you just want to chat, I can talk to you there. And of course, you can follow me on YouTube. My channel is called DUDZ Beatbox too. And there I upload normally all my routines, wildcards, some crazy ideas, collaborations, and everything else.
100%. Make sure we get him to over 10,000. I want to see that happen. We can do
Yeah,
this.
let's do it, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, from around the world, right here live and direct. DUDZ, are you
Yeah,
getting
correct.
Are you, I got it now. I will not forget it again. And my apologies at this time.
No worries, bro.
Do you have it in you to give us one more beatbox? Could be a freestyle, whatever you want to do, because people have been asking this whole time and they want to hear a freestyle or a routine or something. They want to hear you beatbox, man, before you go.
Okay, let's do it.
It doesn't matter how long you want to go long, you want to go short. This is your time. Ladies and gentlemen, right here live and direct on Beyond the Beats. We about to go and get into it with the homie DUDZ coming at you from Brazil, Brazilian champion. I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1. Crowd in 3.
From birds flying high, from you know how I feel, from sun in the sky, from you know how I feel. Birds flying high, from you know how I feel, from sun in the sky, from you know how I'm feeling. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Coming correct. When you come on Beyond the Beats, you come correct with those beats just like DUDZ did. Well, my friend, once again, go and follow him up on his YouTube. Go and follow him up on Instagram. Support this man. Check it out. And pressure him to go and get into a studio. Get that Spotify happening.
Yeah, let's do it.
2021, another big year. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check him out in the upcoming SBX Kickback Battle that's about to go down. Support him. I'm so excited to go and see where you are taking this art form, brother. And it's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a real pleasure to be here to talk about a little bit about my beatbox career. Thank you so much for inviting me and remembering me.
My pleasure, brother. Before we jump out, is there anything you want to say to the Portuguese-speaking beatbox community?
Yeah, in Portuguese. Ok.
Yes.
Salve, salve galera. Aí, isso aqui é um pouquinho para mostrar para vocês que é possível a gente chegar longe, chegar até o Swissbeatbox, então continuem treinando. Nossa comunidade é muito forte, a gente vai chegar lá. Yeah.
I'm not sure what you said, but yo, what he said. Once again, everybody straight up, thank you for tuning on in. Give this video a like, leave your comments below who else you want to see on the show. Make sure that you go and subscribe to the man's channel. Follow him up on Instagram. Make sure you guys go and support beatboxers around the world. Keep practicing, sharpening your sword while you're at home when you got some time to practice. Work on your musicality. Make sure you're in key. Make sure that your tone is correct. Come correct, learn some new beats. Come on strong when 2021 hits. Let's get it rolling. Stay safe. Call a family member, a friend, a person that you love. Tell them you love them. Never know what happens in this world, but one thing you can do is make it more positive with every second that you exist. And do that to the best of your ability. We're all going to be stepping in the right direction. My name's Scott Jackson. This has been Beyond the Beats with the big homie, DUDZ, coming at you live and direct, brother. With that, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you very much for tuning in. Ish.
Ish.
That's time.